We have so much to be grateful for here on Grand Cayman today, and wanted to share with you what was going on. So we were braced yesterday for tropical cyclone Delta to hit us yesterday. We were under storm warning, and so everyone had prepared and battened down the hatches, and by the grace of God, the storm didn't hit us. We had a choppy day with winds and rain, but it changed course and it actually developed into hurricane, Cat 4 Hurricane Delta, that is now headed for Cozumel and Cancun in Mexico and then Louisiana. So we are counting our blessings here this morning. Cayman's a small place and it's flat, and just seeing on the news yesterday the size of this Cat 4 hurricane and the size of Cayman and how close it came to us, it would have totally covered us. So we're just very, very grateful that we were spared. And you'll notice some familiar names tagged into this post today, and there is a very specific reason for that, because this video post that I'm doing today, it's in gratitude and it's giving thanks for a number of things. And yesterday was a remarkable day for us. Say we were huddled down and braced for the worst, which thankfully didn't come. But yesterday was also the day that we launched our first campaign ad, launched a website, launched a campaign ad, and that's been a remarkable journey, to be quite honest. And the reason I've tagged some of you in on this is to thank you for what you have done in getting us to this point. Now, I started my SFM journey at the beginning of August. I lost my job in June for the first time in my life. I lost my job overnight, thank you COVID. But I found the positives in it, and it gave me this time to fully commit to this. And so that happened in June. In July, I got married to my beautiful wife, Peggy, for the first time in my life. Neither of us ever been married. And that's been just such a wonderful, special journey here on Grand Cayman. In August, we suffered some unimaginable heartbreak. And I won't go into it, but we basically lost a family member. That was totally unexpected, and that happened at the end of August. And I had reached out to some of you on the SFM community just to let you know what had happened, and that I might be going off the radar for a while. This thing that happened to us, it would have been enough to put the brakes on anyone going through this SFM journey. I didn't know if I was going to be able to continue with it. I was plugging away the 90-day video journey, and it was only about 10 days into that, and this terrible loss happened for us. And thankfully, I kept pushing, and literally it felt, for a couple of weeks there, like I was hanging on, but was still trying to move forward. There was a determination there, and resulting from that, we have launched our first campaign last night. So, just talking a little bit about the campaign, we launched it at midnight last night. Thank you, James Hancox, for the amazing guidance and support. James had said, don't post it in the evening. Google ads are going to chew up your daily budget, so launch it in the morning. So we launched it, we triggered it to kick in this morning. I was up early, and I went on to the Aweber, and my screen just blew up. Absolutely blew up from top to bottom. It was leads, people that had signed up for the mini-series. So Stuart, if you get to watch this, I remember from your module you spoke about still remembering how that felt when you woke up in the morning and you had your first sale, your first affiliate sale, and that it basically happened in your sleep. And I could totally relate to that this morning, because all these things were happening while we were asleep last night. And just to wake up and see that on the screen was just a moment that I'll never forget. And to be quite honest, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. I'm posting my thank you now, because for me, when I make my first all in sale, or whenever that might be, I'm not going to be posting about it. It's not what I'm about. To me, this is the accomplishment right here, right now, to have launched our company yesterday. This is me getting to the top of that mountain. And if it's okay with everyone, I'm going to hang out at the top of the mountain for a little while and just enjoy the view, because it has been quite a journey. So that was what was going on this morning. So I would like to thank a number of people. I generally go unscripted, but I just want to make sure that I don't miss anybody in my thanks. So I have jotted a few names down. I would like to thank my referral mentor, James Hancock, and also Matt and Andrew, who collectively kicked off, I think about 4, maybe 5 weeks ago. They kicked off the Ultimate Growth Mastermind group, and I'm privileged to be a part of that group. It is a group like, there's just so much amazing content within this group, and in Matt and James and Andrew being so generous in giving their journey and so much content that's really helping so many of us that are part of their group. So huge shout out to the three of you, and especially James, of course, my referral mentor, buddy. You've been there, every step of the way with me. I had messaged James this morning and sent him a couple of screenshots of the Google ads, and saying, James, do you think this is okay with the daily spend, and just a couple of screenshots. And that was early this morning, and I was in the gym, and at about 5:40 I saw a message pop up on my phone, and the message was from James, and it was simply, this is really amazing. And I just smiled, and there was a wonderful audio message that went with it and that was less than an hour after I'd messaged James this morning. Now, I'm not saying James is in Spain, it was later in the morning, but just that amazing support, to have, James had 101 things to do today, I'm sure, and he chose to reach out and just send me this amazing audio message, just congratulating me and still encouraging, and absolutely amazing. So thank you for that. I would also like to thank my SFM mentor, Dan Stewart. Dan, we've had quite a journey together. We had this amazing connection because of the person that you are, I think. And you've been there for me. We went through what we went through in August, and you were so incredibly supportive, so caring. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And you're a friend for life, buddy. We talked about this. But you have been just such an incredible support and a kind and caring person, so thank you so much for that. I have to, of course, shout out Stuart and Jay for creating this amazing community. It is such an honor and a privilege to be a part of this community, and this was your vision and your dream, and you're impacting so many lives. So thank you seems inadequate, but I'm just very blessed and grateful that I found the SFM community. I said within a week, I'm home. I feel like I'm home, and that's thanks to both of you for your vision in doing that. I would like to thank Justin, Justin Wolf, the legend. You have been amazing, Justin. I have been on a lot of your webinars, and I was on the 5-week workshop, which was hugely grateful for me. Up until then, I was focused on one avatar, and then I learned through you, Justin, you need more than one avatar. It's okay to have more than one avatar. And I now have 3 avatars, and I have campaigns for all 3 avatars, locked, loaded, ready to go. We launched one yesterday. I also have an organic one that I also launched yesterday. So thank you so much for that, Justin, and for the encouragement, the motivation, the kick in the backside to get moving and do it. Don't procrastinate. Do it. Now, I know, Justin, I probably challenged you a couple of times, especially with the YouTube challenge. I was very deflated that I couldn't, I wanted to be on the YouTube challenge, but that I needed to be at a higher level. I just joined Elite, and so I couldn't do it, and it was quite deflated at the time, but I just couldn't. I'd lost my job in June, and it was requiring a significant further investment, and we just weren't in a position to do it. However, I turned that frustration and disappointment into a positive, because it actually made me determined that I was going to succeed with my YouTube advertising. And I knew that was my platform very early on, and it gave me a determination and a drive. So you know, funny how things work out, right? But thank you so much for helping this beautiful community. It really is amazing. I would like to thank Danielle and Paddy and Rochelle. You've all been amazing. I'm going to be on the hot seat on October 26th, so really looking forward to that. But you've been an amazing support to all of us, and you know, you just have such a passion for what you do, and that comes through, and you've just been so kind to everyone you come into contact with, so thank you so much for that. Aaron Webster, you are an amazing person, and I know the whole of the 90-day video journey challenge community would agree that you are an inspiration to us. You're full of kindness, you're full of goodness, you're full of encouragement, and you know, you make that community exactly what it is. So I'm just so thankful. Thank you. Just double checking my list here. The SFM ambassadors, you know, so many of you have put yourselves out there in sharing your knowledge with us and your experience. And to all of you, there's too many to name individually, but to all of the ambassadors, I certainly wish to be in that position sometime in the future. But your help and your kindness on this journey has been absolutely extraordinary, so thank you. And to the SFM family, you are an amazing community, and you know, thank you to all of you for the support that you've given me along the way, and in particular to the 90-day video challenge family. I've made some incredible special relationships along the way, and you've been there supporting each other, and just for your kindness and for your encouragement, and you know, you know how much you've impacted me, and how big a support you have been. So thank you so much. Let's do this. Last but not least, my beautiful wife Peggy. Peggy never stopped supporting, believing in this, and being there every step of the way. And words fail me, but you know, we did it, and you know, as we regularly say to each other, it's you and me, baby. It's you and me, and Spencer, our little dog. So thank you to everybody, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and your week, and thank you for watching this, and for being here with me, and please go gently on yourselves. Take care. Thanks.